Today I'm flying with Delta from London to New York in their Premium Select cabin. I last flew Delta Premium Select in May 2022, so I'll be interested to see if the service has improved. Delta shares check-in zone A with partner Virgin Atlantic. There's a dedicated Sky Priority check-in area for Delta One and Premium Select passengers. There was no queue when I arrived. Premium Select has a baggage allowance of 2 free bags up to 23 kilos each, double the allowance for Economy and Comfort Plus. From check-in, an escalator took you up to security. There was no priority here for Premium Select passengers. From security, you walked through duty free to get to the main departure lounge. In the departure lounge there was a range of shops, including a W.H. Smith's bookshop and a Boots pharmacy. There were also food outlets, but most of these had queues. Flights in Premium Select were roughly 50% more expensive than Basic Economy, although playing around with dates did produce some fares which were cheaper than Comfort Plus. From the departure lounge, it was about a 5-minute walk to the gate. The flight was on an Airbus A330-900 neo aircraft, registration N410DZ. It was 2 years old. Premium Select passengers got priority boarding the flight after Delta One passengers. Premium Select was at the front of the second cabin of the aircraft. There were 28 seats in a 232 configuration. I was in seat 21A. The seat was 18.5 inches wide, half an inch wider than Economy. It had a row pitch of 38 inches compared to 34 inches in Comfort Plus and 32 in Economy. The seat reclined 7 inches compared to 4 inches in Comfort Plus. The large entertainment screen had a diameter of 13.3 inches compared to 9 inches in Comfort Plus. The headrest was adjustable. There was a good amount of legroom with plenty of space under the seat in front. A footrest folded down from the bottom of the leg rest. Power sockets and USB ports were between the seats in front. Between the seats was a small counter with storage below and controls for the seat. An amenity kit was provided. It included ankle socks and an eye mask, earplugs, toothbrush and toothpaste, and lip balm. We pushed back 10 minutes ahead of schedule as the safety video played.
And thank you for flying with Delta. The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So before we depart, please pay attention to this important safety message.
There was a short taxi from the terminal to the North Runway 27 right. The flight time to New York was scheduled at 8 hours 20 minutes, but today we're expecting a flight of just 7 hours and 10 minutes. Good quality headphones were provided for the entertainment system. A control pulled out from beside the seat, but the screen was also a touch screen. There was an extensive selection of 500 movies available. Below the screen was another USB port, but mine was broken. Wi-Fi was available for a fee of $29 for the entire flight, or $40 for high-speed access including streaming. The standard service had good download speeds of up to 50 megabits per second. The table folded out from under the armrest. The service started with a bottle of water and some snacks. A plastic cup of sparkling wine was offered. The meal service included a choice of 2 main courses. The meal was served on a small tray in cartons. A linen napkin and metal cutlery were provided. The meal was nothing special and didn't feel like an upgrade from economy. It was on par with the meal from my last Premium Select flight. A complimentary range of beers, wines and spirits were available. Premium Select shared bathrooms with Comfort Plus and Economy. There were 4 bathrooms at the back of the second cabin, with a couple more at the rear of the aircraft. The bathrooms were very small, but well maintained throughout the flight. Back in the cabin, with the seats in front fully reclined, it was difficult to climb into the window seat. A pillow and blanket were provided. The reclined seat was relatively comfortable, although the fixed armrests made it feel fairly narrow. Throughout the flight, the crew offered snacks from a basket. As the sun started to set, we prepared for landing. A meal service was quickly served. I had a large spring roll and chocolate mousse. Wooden cutlery were provided. We came in to land on runway 22 left and taxied to Terminal 4. We landed over an hour ahead of schedule. Overall, it was a good flight. The entertainment system was very good and the seat comfortable with good legroom. However, the food didn't feel an enhancement from economy. But with that said, I still think it was worth the additional cost of a few £100 above economy. Let me know what you think of the review. Comment, like and share. And don't forget to subscribe for future reviews.